Some grief doesn't come with funerals. It doesn't come with flowers or eulogies, or people offering self condolences over coffee and cake. It comes in silence, in quiet Tuesday mornings where the light hits your face just right and you remember. It comes in old photos, in memories triggered by someone else's success, or worse, by someone living the life you once thought you were meant to live. This grief, it's for the version of myself I thought I'd grow into. One I spent years, decades building toward. A version that once felt so certain, so final, so unquestionable, like destiny. But now he's just a ghost. A whisper who I thought I'd be. And some days, I still miss him. I used to believe we were all meant to follow one clear path. Choose it early, stick with it, and if you stray, you failed. I believed that success was linear. That if I ticked all the boxes, the right degree, the right job, the right image, life would unfold neatly, predictably, like a well-planned movie script. And I tried. God, I tried. I played the role, dressed the part, spoke the language, perfected the lines, wore the white coat, smiled when I was supposed to smile, nodded at the right time, put others first because that's what we were taught. To be selfless, to serve. But underneath it all, there was this quiet unrest, a small voice, one I tried to ignore, whispering, "Is this really it?" The truth is, I didn't choose that path, not fully. It was chosen for me by expectations, culture, family, and the heavy weight of what looked impressive on paper. I remember that exact moment when I had to pick my college major. It felt less like a choice and more like diffusing a ticking time bomb. Choose wrong, and everything would collapse. No pressure, right? So I picked what seemed safe, respectable, praiseworthy. And for a while, it worked. I felt important, validated, worthy. But then the cracks appeared. I started catching glimpses of myself in the mirror. Not just a literal mirror, but the kind reflected in conversations, in breakdowns, in that hollow feeling in my chest that wouldn't go away. And I didn't recognize who I had become. I had sacrificed so much time, energy, sleep, relationships, health, myself. I was a shell that performed well under pressure, but had forgotten how to breathe without instructions. And one day, I just stopped. Not dramatically, not all at once, but little by little, I let him go. That version of me. The one who always knew the answer. The one who never asked for help. The one who had it all figured out. Letting go of him didn't feel like freedom at first. It felt like failure, like giving up, like betraying everything I once believed in. And I grieved. That kind of grief is sneaky. It doesn't knock at your door politely. It seeps in during mundane things. You'll be folding laundry and suddenly remember the excitement of your first day in med school. You'll see someone else in scrubs and feel a pang of guilt or jealousy or both. walk past a hospital and wonder, what if I stayed? The thing is, I didn't leave because I couldn't do it. I left because it stopped feeling like mine. I started seeing that my life was made of performances, tailored to what others expected, scripted by a society obsessed with titles and timelines. But I was craving something unscripted, something true. Grieving your old self is like standing at the edge of a cliff, looking at the version of your life that could have been, and choosing deliberately not to jump. It's not about regret, it's about reverence. Honoring that old version for getting you here, for surviving, for trying, but also being brave enough to admit he's no longer who you are. I still carry pieces of him with me. The discipline, the resilience, the deep capacity to care. But I've stopped letting him take the lead. Now, I'm choosing differently. Slower, messier, more real. I'm building a life that doesn't look perfect on paper. One that doesn't need applause or approval to be valid. It's quieter here, but it feels like mine. Maybe you're here too. Maybe you're sitting in your apartment, wondering how you ended up so far from the dream you once chased. Maybe you've let go of a version of yourself that your younger self adored. Maybe you're mourning the doctor, the artist, the teacher, the parent, the lover you thought you'd become. And maybe, just maybe, you're realizing that who you are becoming now is someone worth knowing too. Someone softer, wiser, still figuring out. We don't talk enough about this kind of grief. One that doesn't come with closure, that lingers in old journals, unopened books, unfinished dreams. But grief, in its weird and beautiful way, means we cared. It means we lived. It means we dared to dream. And now, we get to dream again. This time, on our own terms,